Hi friends, let's begin with our 20 MCQs that will help you prepare for law related exams. Stay tuned and make sure to watch till the end for some valuable tips and insights. So let's start with our first question. Our first question says whether an issue heard and finally decided by a competent court of a limited jurisdiction shall operate as res judicata in a subsequent suit that the aforesaid court was not competent of try. And the answer is yes. You for this will have to refer to section 11, explanation 8 of Civil Procedure Code. The second is an immovable property held by Y is situated at Bhopal and the wrongdoer personally works for gain at Indore. A suit to obtain compensation for wrong to the property may be instituted, and the answer is either at Bhopal or at Indore. Because the jurisdiction of court will be at where the property is situated or the defendant resides or carries on business or personally works for gain. Next question is where the liability in relation to some adjudged has not arisen out of a commercial transaction, the maximum yearly rate of interest awardable under section 34(1) of the CPC from the date of decree for payment of money to date of payment is, and the answer is D, 6%. You can refer to section 34(1) of Civil Procedure Code for this answer. The next question is where the decree is for the partition of an undivided estate assessed to the payment of revenue to the government, the partition of the estate in accordance with the law for the time being in force shall be made by, and the answer is C, collector. Because under section 54 and order 20, rule 18 subclause 1 of CPC, it provides that where a decree is for partition or separate possession of a share of an undivided estate assessed to the payment of revenue to the government, the partition or separation of the share should be made by the collector only. Next question is in execution of a decree other than a decree for maintenance passed against A, what shall be the attachable portion if his salary is rupees 700 per month? And the answer is B, rupees 100. For this, you can refer to section 60, subclause 1, that says for the above provision it should be rupees 100, and now after amendment in 1999 the amount is rupees 1000. Next question is in a suit which relates to a railway, the authority to be named as plaintiff or defendant shall be, answer is A, the general manager of the railway. For this you can refer to section 80 of CPC. Our next question is in the case of a public nuisance, a suit for declaration and injunction may be instituted by, and the answer is A, two persons with the leave of the court. It can also be instituted by the Advocate General also. For this, you can refer to section 91 of CPC. Our next question is an order passed under section 151 of CPC is, the answer is B, revisable. For this, you can refer to section 151 of CPC. Next question is where in a suit the defendant is absent from his residence and there is no likelihood of his being found at the residence within a reasonable time, service of the summons may be made on? The answer is C. Adult daughter. For this, you can refer to Order 5, Rule 15 of CPC. On the behalf of defendant, the service may be made on any adult member of the family, whether male or female, who is residing with him. Our next question is, in which of the following cases can C set off the claim? A. Sue C on a bill of exchange. C alleges that A has wrongfully neglected to insure C's goods and is liable to pay in compensation. B. A sues B and C for rupees 1000. The debt is due to C by A alone by A. C. A and B sue C for rupees 1000. The debt is due to C by A alone. And D. A sues C on a bill of exchange for rupees 500. C holds a judgment against A for recovery of debt of rupees 1000. And the answer is D. For this, you can refer to Order 8, Rule 6 of Civil Procedure Code. Our next question is, where the appellant has withdrawn the appeal preferred against a decree passed by ex parte, the application under Order 9, Rule 13 shall be A. Rejected, B. Returned, C. Maintainable, D. Referred for opinion to the appellate court. And the answer is C. Maintainable. Next question. The court shall reject an application to sue as an indigent person where is contains the particulars required in regard to plaint. B. Where it is presented to be court by the applicant in person. C. Where applicant's allegations show a cause of action. D. Where any other person has entered into an agreement with the applicant to finance the litigation. And the answer is D. Where any other person has entered into an agreement with the applicant to finance the litigation. For this, you can refer to Order 33, Rule 5G of Civil Procedure Code, where the ground of rejection of application is given to sue as an indigent person. Next question is, the court may by order appoint a receiver of any property before decree. Options: A. Where it appears to the court to be just and convenient. B. Where the sued property is in danger of being wrongfully sold in execution of a decree. C. Where the defendant is about to dispose of the whole or any part of his property. D. Where the defendant has ascended the local limits of jurisdiction of the court. And the correct answer is A. Where it appears to the court to be just and convenient. You can refer to Order 40, Rule 1 of Civil Procedure Code for the explanation. Next question is, an Indian citizen commits adultery in England, which is not an offence in that country. The alleged offence can be tried by A. The court within whose local jurisdiction the adultery was committed. B. The court of judicial magistrate first class situated at any place in India at which he may be found. C. International Court of Justice. D. Supreme Court of India. And the answer is B. The court of judicial magistrate first class situated at any place in India at which he may be found. For this, you can refer to section 187 of Criminal Procedure Code. Next question is, X armed with a loaded pistol and Y empty-handed go to Z shop in furtherance of their common intention to commit robbery. X enters the shop and on being resisted in carrying away property shoots Z with pistol. Z dies at once. For what acts of X, Y is liable? A. Dacoity with murder. B. Extortion and culpable homicide not amounting to murder. C. Attempt to commit robbery when armed with deadly weapon. D. Robbery and murder. And the correct answer is D. Next question is A. A blacksmith is seized by a gang of dacoits and forced by threat of instant death to take his tools and to force the door of B's house. The dacoits, 10 in number, loot B's money and jewels and kill B's son A. Options are A. Is guilty of dacoit with murder. B. Is guilty of housebreaking and abetment of dacoity. C. Is not guilty of any offense. D. Is guilty of making preparation to commit dacoity. And the answer is C. Is not guilty of any offense. Next question is right to private defense of the body extends to voluntarily causing death if the offense which occasions the exercise of right. Options are A. Reasonably causes apprehension that death will be caused. B. Reasonably causes apprehension that simple injury will be caused. C. Is of escaping with stolen property immediately after the theft. D. Is of arresting a person who is running away after having committed an offense of voluntarily causing hurt. And the answer is A. Reasonably causes apprehension that death will be caused. For this, you can refer to section 100 of IPC. Next question is A instigates B to instigate C to murder Z. B accordingly instigates C to murder Z and C commits that offense in consequence of B's instigation. Then A is options not guilty of any offense, B not guilty of abetting murder, C guilty of abetment by conspiracy, D guilty of abetting murder. And the correct answer is D guilty of abetting murder. For this, you can refer to section 108 of IPC. Next question is in Rex v. Govinda, the points of distinction between the provisions of the following sections of the IPC were explained. Options A 34 and 149, B 302 and 304, C 299 and 304, D 403 and 405. And the correct answer is C 299 and 300. Next question is Z strikes B. B is by this provocation excited to a violent rage. A bystander intending to take advantage of B's rage and to cause him to kill Z puts a knife into B's hand for that purpose. B kills Z with knife. What offense A is guilty of? Options are A. Culpable homicide not amounting to murder, B. Abetting culpable homicide, C. Attempt to murder, or D. Murder. And the answer is murder, D. For this, you can refer to section 300, exception 1, F of Indian Penal Code. Here we come to the end of our 20 MCQs, and remember the first 15 comments on this video will get free legal advice. So hurry up and comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more such legal questions and answers. Thank you.